Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I am still looking like I'm thriving in my 30s. My allergies are kicking in again. But here we are back to tutorial number 4 on the Pat McGrath Subversive eyeshadow palette. The first 3 I really did play around with this one a little bit, but I think today I want to maybe focus more on, I don't know actually, really don't know. I do want to try out maybe this brown, or maybe have a smoky moment with the gunmetal. I think today we should go smoky. I don't know. Let me go ahead and prep my eyes and we will see what I decide. Oh, and of course I will still continue to use the LM11 foundation from Pat McGrath. I mean, the packaging on this is just so amazing. I'm so late to the game. What, 3-4 years late? But we're here. And I think I am still going to compare it, combine it with the LM11 concealer as well. I'm going to post a picture of me with LM11, which is more of a peach undertone. And then I also did LM13, which I do have, which was a yellow neutral undertone. And I'll post a picture of that as well. So I'm kind of like torn in between those two. But I have both of them, so I'm going to use them. But I think with summer coming up, I might get LM18 or LM17, because I know Alicia is, I believe, in LM17-ish or 18 during the summer, and we are pretty much similar as far as color. And I know she did a video recently where she did LM14, which looked beautiful. Perfect. And I think that is the one I need and I want. But anyways, enough ranting. Oh, with the LM13, I actually used concealer LM10. So I kind of feel like depending on the day, depending on the look, I could get away with either or. If you are in the same color range as me, let me know which one you prefer. God, look at my dark circles. Oh, I need to get a tan. Oh, anyways, let me go and prep my eyes and we will get into this. All right, so the eyes are prepped with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter eyeshadow primer. Still going strong with that one. I might need to plan a trip to Germany to get 2 more, or maybe France. Living the life, I know. I think for the most part they are twins. You know what, as usual, we will deal with it. So I think for the first shade, I'm gonna go in with this one and just kind of pop it in the corner and just kind of go up into the brow. Kind of something like that. Just to have this down. And you know what, all over the lid, why not? Why not? Oh, such a beautiful, like, rose gold iridescent situation going on. And the more actually, this is the second mothership I'm really diving into, and the more I play with these, the more layering aspect I am loving heavily about, especially with these Astral shades area. You can do so many types of finishes, textures, really change the color story of this palette, and it's just so much fun to do. So it's just so magnificito. Perfect. All right, so it's basically all over. Now, I am gonna go ahead and go in with a flat brush, and I'm gonna go in with that like gunmetal silver smoky shade. Ooh, I love me a really good smoky moment. If I could have an aesthetic and a very signature look for my makeup, it would be smoky. Just love a good old smoky. Perfect. And just really begin to pat that all over the lid. Never be afraid of a good smoke moment. When in doubt, smoke it out. Even on a Monday, if you had a rough weekend, smoky eye. I swear it fixes all the problems sometimes. Perfect. It's just so impactful. And yes, it is sunny, but it is still heavily cold outside in the evenings. And the best thing about a smoky look is that if you're in a hurry, you can literally just grab your finger, boom, go like this, brush it out while you're in the parking lot before work. Trust me, I've seen a lot of girls do that before going in for work. Especially a lot of my girlfriends. They always do that. They gotta get ready real quick. Just lay it down as much as you can. Smoke, smoke, smokers. And I think with that iridescent, it really goes pretty well together. Oh, the struggle of having one eyelid bigger than the other. The space, the drama. And then going in with like a fluffy brush. This one is from the Urban Decay Naked. I think Naked 1, Naked 2, or Naked Smokey. I think this one was the Smokey. Anyways, go ahead and start buffing out the edges. Because I'm thinking of really bringing out or going into the Xtreme Black to really start buffing out those edges. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Well, let me grab the fluffy brush, what's left of it from MAC, and really dip into the Xtreme Black to just go ahead and start smoking out those edges. Perfect. This palette is just a lot more editorial to me because you could really do a smoky moment. You could really do a graphic moment with these, with the Gigabyte, with something like this. Oh, it's just very editorial for me. And these are the type of palettes I'm always easily drawn to right away from any brand. And these are always like, for me, this is a neutral palette. This is like a very basic neutral palette when it comes to my collection. Colored palettes are very neutral to me, which I feel like it's a must-have in everybody's makeup kit, makeup collection. I just feel like it's a necessity to have these type of palettes. And I believe like this, you could really begin to do a brown smoky moment with these two. I mean, that might be the next tutorial, we'll see. Or you could have hair in your lip and you don't know how it got there. Perfect. It's just always about blending, blending, blending. Going in with that iridescent to tame the blending. Perfect. Especially in movies when the villainess does like a very smoky look. Oh, so perfect. And then just go back in and blend it out some more. So all you really got to do. And then with the fingertip, I'm going to go into that. God, look at that. It's just so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of the Celestial Nirvana palette, that black one in there, which had like, I did a tutorial with it, the iridescent like green and blue shifts in there. This is kind of what that reminds me of. Because I kind of feel like Pat McGrath does bring back some different types of shade, but brings it with different pops of color, which is beautiful. And then it kind of inspires me to go back to stuff like this. So, oh, gorgeous. And it's just so silky smooth. Like you could literally do no wrong, no error with it. And palettes like these are just so good to have, in my personal opinion. If you have the Subversive palette, play with it. Really, really, really play with it. So, this is basically done. I'm gonna go ahead and waterline. Get right up in here as well. Giving it a smoky moment. And this PMGL I love because it reminds me of the Bare Minerals Around the Clock gel liners when they came out with those back in the day. Bare Minerals was the first brand, the first makeup brand that I worked for back in the day at Bellevue Square in Seattle, Washington. And that's when they went into their press powders from their loose powder foundation. It was like such a huge deal. And then they came out with their liners, their new gel liners, which were extremely waterproof. I use that a lot for a lot of weddings. The black was like a true deep midnight black, which was beautiful. Then they had a midnight blue, which was also very beautiful. And then for a holiday, they came out with silver, metallic blue, and I think like a metallic purple, which I also had, but I had to throw them away because they got dry. All right. I think that is really it for this look, to be quite honest. Let me go ahead and actually let me get the Celestial Nirvana, and then we could do some swatch comparisons of this black from this one and that one, because I feel like they are pretty close but different. One moment. All right, so Noir Moon was the one I was talking about, which is going to be this one. See, it has a little bit more of that green, or I feel like the one in the Subversive is more of a, oh, that is beautiful. There we go. You can really see that green teal-ish kind of shift. Oh, it's just so stunning. And now, this one, I'll swatch right next to it. Which has more of, you know, they are actually pretty similar, except for the fact that one has more of that green teal. Perfect. Subversive, Celestial Nirvana. And these are, I mean, you really can't tell the difference unless you point it out. But besides that, I think they are pretty similar. But just with a different color story, which is really nice to see. All right, so let me go ahead and do the rest of my face, and you will see the final look in a moment. All right, so here is the final look of this tutorial number 4 of the Subversive palette. I am actually really digging the depth and the different types of look, so you can really so you can actually really create with this palette. Definitely a smoky moment, that's for sure. I mean, you could even just use that gunmetal all by itself and just really begin to smoke it out, in all honesty, the edges. But I think the next one I want to do is either the bronze or the purple, the night creature in this. Extreme black on the bottom, just went ahead and did a little bit in the corner right there. Now, for blush, I actually went in with the Divine Glow. What is this? Divine Glow? Paradise Glow of the duo. Literally just put it right there, give a little bit sunburnt look. And for more of the bronzing aspect, I actually did the Patrick Ta double take cream and powder blush. I did She's So LA. It gave me more of that natural sculpt, which I was looking for. I didn't do the cream because I figured there was really no point. But yeah, I actually really dig this formulation as well. Oh, for highlight, I went ahead and did the Skin Show, this gold one, and a little bit of this from the brow bone right in that area, just to have a little bit of that rose gold moment still. But lips is Supermodel by Charlotte Tilbury with the Pale Fire Nectar lip gloss. Pale, right? Pale Fire Nectar lip gloss from Pat McGrath, the Opulus. Giving you some of that realness. Gorge. LM11 and LM11 for concealer and foundation. A little bit of the light powder, just dusted in my T-zone area just to tame it down, tone it back. But I mean, as far as the, LM11, the peach undertone, it's not too bad, not too shabby. I think for videos, I will continue to use it. As far as the summer, I might go up to LM17, which is neutral peach undertone, and LM18, which is it LM18 or is it M18? No, 14 is the last one for the LM. So M17 medium, which is the peach neutral undertone. I might give that a shot this summer. And also the M18, which is the neutral olive undertone, olive neutral undertone-ish, something like that. But tutorial number 4, I'm like really digging this look. I'm really feeling myself. I mean, even with this, going with a bright red lip, like a Alson from Pat McGrath. Ooh, I kind of want to buy it now. No. I have plenty of lipsticks. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is so beautiful. I love this look on so many levels. But with this, I actually want to go in just with that pink and just see what that does right there. Oh, she's coming. She's giving me life. She blends really well with that. Oh my god. Like I said, with this one, grab a little bit and just begin to just add it right on that C part. And this is such a beautiful, I mean, you could use it for the eyes, for the face, when you're having a moment, when you're in a hurry. I mean, you could even use that as a contour. Be careful with it though, because I know it's going to pack a punch. But you would have to really blend that out. And you can use it as a contour if you wanted to. But, I mean, in the last tutorial, palette focus, I used one of the shadows as a blush, which was very beautiful. It came out muddy though. You really have to blend it out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you're liking this palette focus, because this is giving me catwalk, runway, fashion week, you know, smoky, the moment. Without further ado, definitely more tutorials coming. So if you guys have this, pull it out, play with it. Let's play together. We're on number 4. I think next I might do the bronze. Like, I'm going between the Gigabyte, the bronze, or the Night Creature. I mean, there's a lot of purple in this palette, which I was very surprised after playing with it. So I love you guys. Continue to be amazing. Enjoy. The sun's coming out finally. For now, it might snow next week. Who knows? I'll see you next video.